AFCON 2023, Cameroon 1, Guinea 1. And as predicted, in my predictions, this was the scoreline that I gave. I just thought that Cameroon were going to struggle. Very close one. It's going to be a 1-1 for me. The circumstances were a bit different, but it more or less the same. I just didn't know where the chances are going to be created from. I think this is something that we saw with Nigeria, and I think it's something we're seeing wider with Africa. When obviously teams are pressing higher generally in football. Teams are pressing higher, which is making AFCON more fun and tournaments and football in general more fun. But when that happens, now you need playmakers. Your JJ, your coaches, those are the people you need to break down such games, right? This is why I feel like the likes of Algeria might actually do well with this high pressing thing that everyone is doing at this moment. The only thing that works against Algeria is the heat and the weather. How long can you sustain that style of play for? So Cameroon had 70% possession in this game, but still didn't manage to convert those into goals. They definitely missed Abubakar, because the few chances they created, you feel like Abubakar would have put those in. Like he's just a clinical finisher like that. But all in all, I'd like to give a shout out to Magri as well. Magri was playing as the number 9 in the absence of Abubakar. Great goal, great finish at the far post from Toko Ekambi's cross. Toko Ekambi also had a chance towards the end of the game to give Cameroon the lead, but it was a great save by the Guinea keeper Ibrahim Kone. I feel like the midfield of Anguissa and Kemen, they were just average. Like, they were just there. They were putting in work. They were just running everywhere. And even after the Guinea captain, Francois Kamano, got a red card, you thought they'd kick on, And I feel like this is something that affects basically teams nowadays. When you play against a team that gets a red card and now they have to defend for their lives, like, it becomes harder to break them down. And if you don't have patterns of play, you don't have a good number 10 who can pass, or just not even number 10. You just need 2 midfielders who can pass well. You don't need a KDB. You need like 2 Bernardo Silvas type of players. Bernardo Silva is a high bar. Let me say, you need, like, I don't know, people who can pass the ball, move. The one thing about Cameroon that I really liked also is the movement. This is something that I've seen throughout the tournament. Like, the movement off the ball for many of these players is really good. The passing is just wanting. The pass in the final third. The one team who really impressed me in the final third, I feel, were who played yesterday? There was a team that played yesterday that impressed me. Mozambique in the final third, clinical. Before that, they're just useless, like in defense and in midfield. But the final third, very clinical. So yeah, I just feel like some of these teams, they really need either an amazing finisher or a great passer, or 2-3 great passers who can create more chances. Because the more chances you create, the higher your chances of winning, right? I think the coach also did well, the Guinea coach. At some point, he realized that there was a big issue on the right side, and he took out Ibrahim Diakite and Fascinate Conte almost immediately just to counter Cameroon and give them more energy, especially playing with 10 men. So yeah, I think this is a great result for Cameroon. For Guinea, they are now, Senegal have gone 3 points. I've gone to the top of the table with 3 points. Cameroon and Guinea are tied on 1. And this gives them a chance. If you can take points off the top teams in AFCON, it gives you a chance, because the 4 best number 3s go through the round of 16. So I think this is a great start for them. As for Cameroon, they'll more or less make the round of 16, but they just need to show a bit more clinical, I feel. And yeah, great result. As I called it, Cameroon 1, Guinea 1.